Hello and welcome back to Rule the Game. If you ended up on this video, either you found it because you wanted to see how Wonderland's War is played, or you came from my other video where I actually explain how the game is played. This video here is just the video on how to set up this game. So if you ended up here just because you wanted to see how the game is played, then please click on this link up here or the link down below in the description that gets you to the how to play video that I also recorded. Here, I will show you now how to set up Wonderland's War.
Rule the game.
So let's set up this game. As you will see very quickly, I didn't find enough space to put all of this out on the same table with you still being able to see it. So what we're going to do first is I'm first going to put the board out. We're going to put all the pieces on the board. Then I'll clean the table. I'll show you all the things that should go next to the board. And then finally, we'll also fill out a player's tableau. Now we start here with the big board. You'll see most of it. You won't see everything, but I think it's enough to show you how to set up. What we do first is we take these score tokens, we turn them around, we shuffle them, and then we'll place them here on these empty symbols here. All 5 of them. There are 5 regions that need this. There's a 6th one, a 6th score tracker that you can put back into the box. Next, we'll place these shards here in the middle. They come also with a shard die, and we have a bunch of madness tokens that will also go here. There's also this starting battle standee that goes first into the red keep. We'll then roll the shard die, and we'll move the starting battle standee by however many shards we see clockwise. So it's now over here. Next, every player has a little cube that will go here on the battle track. And they also have a bunch of circular discs, of which one will go up here in the right upper corner, which is 0 points. The victory point tracker is around the board. We will also take each player's standee and put it here to the head of the table. And finally, we'll take here the cards that indicate round 1. Those are the cards for the first tea party. We'll shuffle those. And then we place them here around the table in these slots that are marked here, where we will cover all the slots up to here for 2 to 3 players. For 4 players, you also cover this slot. For 5 players, you also cover this slot. And then we place the rest of the cards here. This is already it for the board. Now let's see what we put next to the board. Next to the board, you'll place these quest cards. You shuffle them first and put them down as one deck. Then there are these ally cards that you will use in every single game. There are 5 of the ally cards. We'll start the first game with all of them with an A in the top right corner. And we'll place them next to the board, right here. And on top of each of them, we will place the corresponding chips that go there. So in this case, the flamingos, then we have these, and then we have here the roses, and the soldiers, and then we have here the little towers, and last you also have here the forge card that will be there no matter which ally selection you choose. The forging will always be the same one, and also has just this one single forge token on it. Next, we take the deck of Wonderlandians. We'll take the top 3, open them up, and then we'll go and find the correct standees for cards that have a number down here and a symbol of a standee. And we'll add those here, the March Hare and Humpty Dumpty. And over here where you see a symbol for a chip, you'll find the correct chip. It's 2 of them, and put that on top of them too. Next, we take out the player board for each player. and make sure that you do not take the 2-player side, but the other side. They are slightly different, not much, but slightly different. You'll then pick this shield, put it up here in this corner, put it in the form where it's whole and not broken. Then you have a bunch of discs that you will place on each of those upgrades here. And you have also one disc that goes here on your leader strength on number 1. That's the strength that you start with. The player also gets a bunch of wager cards. You'll have a look at these. You'll check which other players are actually playing in this game. Whoever is not playing, whichever figure is not in the game, you'll take those cards out and put them to the side. Then each player has a plus 50 or plus 100 token. You only need those if you go in victory points past 50 or past 100. Each player also takes all of their supporters and all of their castles and places them next to their board. And then we'll place a number of supporters here onto the card, where you see here there's one supporter, here there's another one, and there are 2 more on this part here. Last, every player has a number of chips from 1 through 3. You have 3 1s, a 2, and 6 3s. The 3s go, the artifacts, they go here. You'll get them later when you upgrade, when you forge. You'll also add a 1, and you'll also add 2 single madness tokens and a double madness token. And all of these chips here, they all go into your bag so that you can draw from them during the battle phase. Every player also gets 2 quest cards from the deck. You can look at them, or you should look at them anyway, read them through, decide which one you want to keep. That one you put face down in front of you. The other one gets reshuffled into the deck. For convenience, every player can also get here a card that explains to them how the different allies work. And please make sure that here you take the one that matches the letter that you have on your allies. And there's also another guidance card that will tell you how to play the tea parties and then also the wars. And then you have a big flow chart that you can share all together, where everything is on there, where you'll see in the rule book what to see. It's an index. You have a flow chart for the tea party. You also have a flow chart for the war battle. You also have flow charts for after. If you're all into flow charts, that's all for you. You can read this before you go to bed. And so now we're done setting up the game. You of course want to play it. So if you haven't watched the how to play video yet, up here's the link again and down in the description. Enjoy playing this game.